Hey, this is Jamin.
I'm Eric.
And we're Wing It Disc Golf. We are here at the park. It's a beautiful day. We thought we'd come out and do an experiment. We got 3 discs with different sizes of rims on them, all the same size but different angles on them. Is that what we call it?
Remember, we're not pros. We're just average Joes. So, so we don't have all the right terminology, but we have done our research. And the depth of this part right here on the disc is what determines the speed. In other words, kind of how hard you have to throw it. The curvature of this part of the disc is what determines how hard it will fade. And so we've got 3 discs that have the same depth, meaning they're all the same speed, but they have different curvature. So the one that's curved the most, the one that has the biggest curvature right here, the biggest dip, and you can see that if you hold something flat up next to it, like, let's see, all I've got is my pocket knife. But if I put the flat part of my pocket knife right there, I can see that this one has a pretty big dip that goes underneath the flat part. This one right here, if I put the flat part there, it's almost exactly flat. It goes right with my pocket knife. And this one right here is in between. It has a mild curvature, a mild dip. So that should make this one that has the biggest curvature should really fade hard or harder. And the one that doesn't have the curvature to it should resist the fade the most.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be throwing these 3 discs and seeing how it goes. Now the tough part is, in order for it to work, we'd have to throw the discs, all 3 discs, exactly the same, and that's not going to happen because we're not pros. So what we're going to hopefully try and shoot for is keeping the disc fairly flat so that we can see how the fade goes.
And if that doesn't work, we'll have my 10-year-old son throw them because he's better than either of us at throwing discs, apparently.
Sure.
So
he's got a better score.
He's currently beating us at our round of disc golf that we're halfway through. So, yeah. So hopefully we can be consistent and you can get a good demonstration, and we can see a good demonstration as well of how this works.
As a side note, our disc, so these are Speed 9 discs. Our disc is going to be a Speed 9, the one that we're making. So we picked Speed 9 discs because we wanted them to be, we wanted to get that feel for the type of disc that we're making. And our disc will hopefully be similar to this middle one, to be a little bit more neutral with a little fade, but a little bit more neutral when we throw it. So let's go ahead and throw these and see how it goes.
Let's wing it. All right, this is disc 1. It has a strong curvature here, so it should have a heavy fade. Again, that's if I can throw it right. So. Okay, this is disc number 2. Should have a mild fade. Disc number 3. This one should go fairly straight. Alright, so this was our results in the end. We have the disc that was supposed to have the least fade over here farthest to the right. I was throwing forehand, so the fade brings it back to the left at the end. The disc that was in between, in the middle, and over here is our disc that was supposed to have the most fade. So, there you have it. It worked the way it was supposed to, at least on our 2nd or 3rd attempt.